Hey everybody, Escape211 here. I am on the test server and we're running the Helix 12. I will put the build up for this, but I'm running the, I guess, classic kind of keep away build with killshot. Went with this just because, you know, it's something that I still think would be relevant and could work for killshot. Could even work for slingshot, which is nice in that regard. Although I do think he might be a little too squishy for this. But it's still definitely possible. I went with Rosa because I think a lot of people are going to be using Stefania for a disc launcher build. Holy cow, that guy took half my health already. Yeah, if I was slingshot, I would probably be dead right now. Yeah, you can see, oh my gosh, I don't even know what hit me there. You can see the bots are still quite beefy. Man, I'm going to have to play safe if I even make it through this against them. But you'll see that when I do volleys of both, it is possible to take out targets. That one had a little bit of health gone, but it is still possible, especially if you get a crit. So it's quite viable. And I think overall pretty solid, but I will put the stats up here on screen for this weapon just because it's comparable to the Jav 12s, which I find really interesting because the output of this, I don't remember exactly what it was. I want to say it was like 32K or something. I don't know. I'll put the stats up though so you can see specifically what it is. But I'll also put up the Jav 12 stats and you can see that's a little bit better per like damage output for each volley. Now that seems pretty surprising because you'd think that this weapon as an epic, especially with the grade update, would be far superior. But it does have some other things going for it that allow it to be a little bit more consistent with its firing. It's got better implants and different things that make it better in that sense. But I don't know if they were like trying to evenly balance these, or which I think is far more likely, the javelins just came out. Like, we just got the 12s, just got the 16s. So I think they didn't want to just totally destroy the value of those yet. And honestly, it's a money thing to me. I think they thought, you know, well, we can't make the Javs terrible yet compared to the Helix because we want people to still spend on those. But, you know, I have a feeling they may even buff these in the future. It's just speculation, but going with how they did, you know, the buffing of everything else, I was just surprised at how close these are. Honestly, though, in terms of the balance, these weapons together, like this and the javelins, feel far more balanced than a lot of other weapon sets, you know, with the grade update and everything. So I wish we could take a page out of this one and have it be a little bit more like the other, you know, type of things. Like if rare mechs actually had, you know, better or more value in certain ways than just the raw stats of the epics. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, there's a couple rares in there like Stalker or Guardian that still see play, but overall, I think that, you know, all that stuff is hurting. And the rares, when you compare rare weapons versus the epic weapons right now, there's just not a whole lot of comparison in general. But I mean, this would be one of those kind of exceptions. In terms of like its viability though in combat, do I think you need to get this weapon? I don't know. I mean, I think if you're someone who really likes the Javs and has played with those, this may be worth getting. And just, I think as a, at least in terms of the function, oh man, I'm surprised that hit. Oh, that one didn't. That this actually, can I get him? No, he's too forward. Okay, that one, oh gosh, man, I really just wanted to get the shot on him. That's all right, though. Well, somebody else got him. Okay, I was going to try to go around and get a hit on him, but I do think that, you know, this is not a required weapon, but if you like the Javs, you may be better off getting the Helix because as an epic, it just may have a better life cycle. You know, kind of based on what I was saying before, but overall, it's not a weapon I feel anyone has to get, or it's certainly not top tier in its current standing. But you guys can let me know what you think. What do you think of this weapon versus the Javs, as well as like if you plan to get it and your thoughts on it overall. And we will see you out there on the battlefield.